Today we solve 5 questions. For the SAT exam, let's get to the question. Move the 4 to the other side by multiplying. So x squared equals 400 times 4. So x squared equals 1,600. If here it's an exponent, we move it to the other side as square root. So it becomes x equals the square root of 1,600. The square root of 1,600 is 40. So the answer is letter C, 40. If you have any questions, you can go back and watch it again. Now let's move on to the second question. 5 more than 6 times the number x is equal to 101. Which equation represents this situation? 5 more means it's a positive 5. And 6 times a number, which you don't know what it is 6x. So it's 6x plus 5 equals 101. Which in this case is letter A. Simple. It's just a matter of interpretation. 5 more than 6 times the number. So you're adding 5 here to 6 times a certain number, which you don't know what it is, which is x. In this case, it's letter A that represents this equation. Let's not get confused and interpret it another way. Now let's move on to question 3. What percentage of 600 is 150? 15%, 20%, 25%, or 40%? If 600 is 100%, how much is 150? We don't know, so it's x. So we can solve this using the rule of 3. Just multiply crosswise here, and it will be like this. 600x equals 150 times 100, that's it. When you multiply by 100, you just add 2 zeros. So 150, 0, 0, 2 zeros, that's 15,000. So here, you're multiplying by 600x, and it goes to the other side dividing. So it will be x equals 15,000 divided by 600. Now you just need to cut the 2 zeros. So it becomes x equals 150 over 6. Let's do this division here. 150 divided by 6. 1 can't be divided, so we go to 15. 15 divided by 6 is 2, remainder 3. Bring down the 0. 30 divided by 6 is 5. 6 times 5 is 30, so 25. X equals 25. So what's the answer? Letter C, 25%. Here it is. 150 is 25% of 600. We found it using the rule of 3. Now let's move on to the fourth question. Lucas deposited a fixed amount into his bank account every month. The function f of t equals 200 plus 400t. It gives the value in dollars in Lucas's bank account after t monthly deposits. What is the best interpretation of 40 in this context? T is the number of monthly deposits, the number of months. F of t is the total value after t deposits. And the question is, what is the best interpretation for the number 40? His initial balance is 200 and 40 is the fixed amount, since t is the number of deposits he makes. T is not the value of the deposit, so t is the number of deposits. If he deposits 40 every month, he deposits 40 times T deposits. If by any chance he deposits for 10 months, it would be 40 times 10, which would be 400 plus what he initially had in the account, which is 200. So F would be 600. Option A is the one. With each monthly deposit, Lucas's bank account increased by 40. In other words, he deposits 40 every month because he has deposits. And he had 200 in the account. So that's exactly it. Correct answer, letter A. Now, let's move on to the fifth question. A customer spends $48 to buy apples at $6 per pound. The pound, the unit of measurement, doesn't actually matter, but rather the values and the way of reasoning here. How many kilos of apples did the customer buy? Well, if the price per kilo is 6 and he spent a total of 48, the total will be 48 divided by 6. So the total number of kilos will be 8. That's the simple answer. The question is really just about setting up the right reasoning so you don't get confused. To ace the test, keep following us. We'll solve questions for the exam. If you enjoyed it, subscribe, like, and thank you for watching.